Okay, let us revise input offset voltage first, then we will go for the next property. So input offset voltage is the voltage that is required to be connected in any terminal of the op amp to make output voltage 0. That means if I am not connecting any input to the op amp, then also there is some output in the op amp. So this is output that is coming due to the some bias currents inside the op amp, some leakage currents inside the op amp. So that's why I have connected offset voltage here. This offset voltage can be connected here also, but the requirement is that you have to make output voltage 0. So this voltage, the additional voltage is called offset voltage. Okay, ideally there should not be any offset voltage. This is due to the leakage in the operational amplifier. So ideally its value should be 0. Yes, exactly, it should be 0. And practically it is having a small values like 1 millivolt to 5 millivolt. Okay, so practically there is value for input offset voltage which is from 1 millivolt to 5 millivolt. Okay, the value depends on the temperature and the power supply inside the room where this is being recorded. Okay, next property of operational amplifier is power supply rejection ratio. In the abbreviation it is called PSRR. Okay, power supply rejection ratio. One abbreviation that we have already done, that is CMRR, common mode rejection ratio. So important to note that the PSRR is different from CMRR. This is the power supply rejection ratio, that was common mode rejection ratio. Okay, the power supply rejection ratio is measured as change in input offset voltage with respect to change in power supply while keeping the other supply constant. Okay, so power supply rejection ratio is change in input offset voltage with respect to change in power supply when other voltage is constant. Okay, and the typical value of power supply is 80 microvolt per volt. So ideally this also should be 0, because as I told that input offset voltage should be 0. So ideally power supply rejection ratio also should be 0, but practically for IC 741 its value is 80 microvolt per volt. Okay, this is the 10th property of operational amplifier, power supply rejection ratio. Okay, 11th property is very important, so I will write it here that this is very important topic of operational amplifier. Slew rate. Slew rate is measured as maximum rate of change of output voltage with respect to time. Okay, so this is the rate of change of output voltage with respect to time. Now pause the video, think for some time that this value should be high or low. Write in your notebook. After writing, again start the video. Okay, let us see the definition. This is maximum rate of change of output voltage with respect to time. This is operational amplifier. This is output is V0. So output, if it is sinusoidal, then output would be like this, and rate of change of output voltage is, let us take a small difference in the time dt, and in this small difference of the time, whatever is the change in output voltage, dV0 upon dt. So the slew rate, if I write it at SR, this will be equal to dV0 by dt, and this is maximum value. Slew rate is dV0 by dt, maximum value. Okay, so if any output waveform is like this, suppose it is moving faster faster compared to the previous one. Then slew rate 2, if I measure slew rate 2, a new slew rate for this, dV naught by dt max value, and so because time is small here, if amplitude is same, time will be smaller, so this slew rate 2 will be greater than slew rate 1. Okay, so that means this property is some indication about the operational amplifier, that how much maximum speed of frequency, maximum frequency of input of output that is supported by the op amp. Okay, so this as frequency is increasing, the slew rate is also increasing. You can see that dt is reducing because time is reducing, time period is reducing, as frequency is increasing, therefore slew rate is also increasing. But there is limit, maximum limit of maximum rate that is supported by operational amplifier. So up to that part only we can increase the frequency of the output. Okay, so slew rate for this waveform will be smaller and slew rate for this waveform will be larger because this is fast. So ideally the operational amplifier should support the infinite frequency, means very high frequency, very small time. So the ideal value for slew rate is infinite. Practically its value is 0.5 volt per microsecond, because this is slew rate is measured as dV naught upon dt max value. So V, this is voltage, so this is voltage, and this is time, so this is time. So this is voltage upon time. Voltage generally it is measured in the volt per microsecond. 0.5 volt per microsecond means in 1 microsecond you can change maximum up to 0.5 volt. If you are taking means 1 gigahertz frequency, then maximum input output voltage that you can take is 0.5 volt. This is what it means by slew rate of operational amplifier. This is one of the important property of operational amplifier. Okay, the equation for slew rate is dV naught by dt max value. Here I am doing little analysis of the slew rate. I have taken input voltage as Vm sin omega t. Output voltage will be the Vm sin omega t multiplied with the gain. If gain of op amp is A, then this will be A into Vm sin omega t. So output voltage is capital Vm is A into Vm, capital Vm sin omega t. Then slew rate will be, as slew rate is dV naught upon dt, therefore I will differentiate this equation V naught equal to Vm sin omega t with respect to dt. So I have differentiated it with respect to dt, so this will result in omega multiplied with this Vm sin, the differentiation of sin comes to be cos omega t, and the omega t differentiated will be omega. Therefore slew rate is equal to Vm into omega, because this Vm cos omega t is again Vm. You can see here that the slew rate is Vm into omega. If I take the maximum value, so cos omega t will be 1. Slew rate is the maximum value of this one. For taking maximum value of this, I have to take cos omega t equal to 1 for max value. Then slew rate will be equal to Vm into omega. So Vm will be equal to slew rate upon omega. Omega equal to 2 pi Fm. If the maximum frequency that can be observed at the output is Fm, then we can write that slew rate upon 2 pi Fm is the maximum voltage that we can observe at the output of an op amp. The maximum voltage is Vm, and that can be observed at the output of the op amp, and maximum frequency is Fm, which can be observed in the output of the op amp. The relation can also be established with the help of the output capacitance of the op amp. If output capacitance of the op amp is C naught, then we can say charge Q equal to Q into C naught into V naught. So V naught will be equal to Q naught upon C naught, and dV naught upon dt will be equal to 1 upon C naught dQ naught upon dt, and dV upon dt max value will be I dQ upon dt can be written as I naught upon C naught. So if you know output current and output capacitance, then also you can calculate slew rate S. Okay, so slew rate can also be calculated in terms of output current. Now I will put in problem using this equation. An op-amp has has 7 kilohertz sine wave input signal. An operational amplifier have 7 kilohertz sine wave input signal. Determine the largest amplitude that op-amp output of amplifier can have without distortion, with ICQ equal to 8 microampere and CC equal to 27 picofarad. Solve this equation and write the answer in comment. Along with your roll number. Okay, so solve this equation and write the answer in the comment box. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you so much.